off, and then we'll take questions.
Thanks for coming. Appreciate, as always. Yeah, not the way I wanted to start the game. I got to give Wisconsin a tip of the hat. They've been playing very well. Not a lot of teams come in here and beat us like that. It's a 40-minute league, and I got to get these guys to play 40 minutes. But I appreciate the efforts of these two guys. They've been really good in practice, and they fought the whole time that they were in the game. But obviously got to play better, got to get healthy, all those things, and got to get back to practice.
Questions, Jerry.
Steve, where is Dylan Harper at in his recovery? He looked like he was still hurting out there.
Yeah, he certainly was. I'm, proud of him. He wanted to go tonight, but obviously, that flu has taken a lot out of him, and we got to get him back to normal. But yeah, I appreciated his effort trying to, but he just didn't have what he normally has. So we got to get him healthy. It's that time of the year.
The broadcast mentioned he might have lost 9 pounds with the flu, Dylan.
Well,
this could impact him even on
yeah,
Thursday.
The flu
Purdue.
is, it's bad. So, he's been in the middle of it. So, it's a bad strand, and he hasn't eaten, and it's what the flu does for you. So I appreciated him trying today, but he obviously, he wants to be out there for his teammates, but he just didn't have the energy that that you need to have, and it's understandable.
Coach, obviously Tyson and Dylan, great minutes for them today, great performance. What can you say about their game despite the loss?
Well, I mean, he's had his 2 best practices of the season the last couple of days, and was proud of him. He hasn't played many minutes, and other guys have gotten more opportunities, but his energy was excellent. And Tyson had a serious, foot injury, and he's been working practice, more and more confident with his abilities. He's been stringing together good practices and good practices and good practices, and I think it shows out there. So, his foot's healing up, and, we need him. We need him to be real good, especially when we're down some guys, and we need the energy that he can bring. So those are 2 real positives from today's game.
Obviously, a struggle from the floor, 3 for 16. Did you see anything in particular that Wisconsin did to get him off his rhythm tonight?
Yeah, I mean, he got in foul trouble, early, and that obviously didn't set the great tone. But he got some good looks too. He's gonna make some free throws, those kind of things. But you have nights like that, and I just wanted us to play better from jump, and we didn't, and that's on me. That's not on anybody else but me. But he's really good. You can have nights like that in basketball.
Steve, during those first couple of timeouts, you were probably as animated as I've ever seen you here. What was the main message to those guys, and what do you want them to take away from that?
Yeah, I mean, we had two offensive rebounds in the first half and 16 in the second half. I mean, we have to play. We're playing a really good team. They just put up 116 points on Iowa. It was one of the best teams. Iowa coach is great, and they had 21 threes, and they make every free throw. I mean, a really good basketball team, and you got to come out ready. I mean, they're playing as well as anybody, and you just didn't have what you have to have in this league for 40 minutes, and that's on me. So trying to get them to play to the level that they need to play in a game like that, and we didn't.
Right.
Steve, what gives you confidence that this team can
I got a ton of confidence. I've been here before. These guys are good. We got to get Dylan Harper back, obviously. Last time I checked, I think he's a pretty good player. But, and we will. And we got 2 ranked opponents, so this is the league we play in. So we got 2 great opportunities coming up here. These guys are tough, and they'll come back in practice, and we always do. We figure it out, and you have to in a league like this. There's ups and downs, and, that's what you get when you play in the Big Ten.
Is there any frustration mounting for you personally as these losses rack up? And it seems like, for example, at the beginning of the game, you're getting animated, as Jerry said.
Yeah, I should get animated. Yeah, I should get animated. No, I'm just coaching. I like the challenges. I'm the right guy. I've been here a long time. I've been here through many tough times, and this isn't even, I've been through real tough times. Like, we can figure this out. We still had chances in this game today, too, and we certainly didn't play at our best. So there's a lot of positives. Having these 2 guys, now part of the rotation, too, will be a real positive, too, for us. But, we got to get healthy, and we got to play better. That's that's where we are. But I don't get frustrated. I get back to work, and I'll be over in that office, and we're going to play Purdue, and no one cares. And Purdue's really good, and they don't care that our guys are sick, and they don't care they're going to play. And like I said, a tip of the hat to, I like Coach, Guard a lot, and not many people come into this gym, and they did, and tip of the hat to them. So you always got to, the opponent's pretty good too, and they got some guys, boy. When I was watching film with Tunji, and they got guys. So he's done a really good job of reloading, and they make threes. I thought we did a good job actually defending them. And I say that to you. I think we could have held them at 65 in that kind of range, and they just scored 116. So I thought there was some positives, with that. But, down the stretch, we didn't get it done.
You had Tyson up and ready to go early. Steve, what gave you the sign that he was ready for a game like this, and how much can that help your team going forward to get more of this from him?
One good part about Tyson is he's confident, and he's played in big games, and I just think it's more him getting his foot and feeling great, and the way he practices. Practice is important to me, and he's done a really good job. He really has, and and I see him coming. I see him coming. He dunked the ball the other day. Hadn't done that in a while. So I see things that I hadn't seen, and he has a calmness about him, especially with Dylan. Dylan's a 35-minute guy, so there's more minutes available, and he's taking advantage of it.
What has Dylan Grant shown you that's going to change the dynamic with him going forward?
I mean, obviously he's talented, so, his ability to block shots, you saw that. He got in a stance today. He can finish plays. He's got a lot. He just has to become more consistent in everything that he does. But, again, I'm proud of him. When you haven't played much and you jump into the Wisconsin game and you're ready to go and give us some great minutes, we were looking for a boost off our bench, and he was able to really do that. So hopefully now he continues doing what he just did the last couple days and doesn't go on vacation now after playing well. So needs to keep stringing it together, and that's where confidence is built. And if he keeps doing that, he'll keep getting his opportunities.
Last two here, Sam and then Richie.
Coach, kind of going back to Ace, picked up that first foul after missing 2 shots in the lane. It was kind of like a frustration foul far away from the basket. Then the tech at the end of the game. How can he kind of, on a day where he's really struggling, how can he make sure that he's not letting some parts of his game affect other parts of his game and play a complete game even when he's not scoring?
That's a great question. I mean, you got to figure out ways to win even when the ball's not going in. And he got a couple frustration fouls. I mean, he's young in his career too. I don't know if people realize, he missed our first 2 games of the season, so he's learning a lot. He was fantastic the other night with 39 points. Everything kind of went in. Tonight was one of those other nights where it was a little bit harder and a little bit more of a struggle, but he can still do a lot of different things for us. But I think his rhythm was messed up a little bit by, the fouls and having to sit the rest of the first half. And, without Dylan, too, we need him in the game to score some points for us. But he'll continue to learn. He's a great kid. He's a worker. He'll watch film. And he'll bounce back. That's what the great ones do.
Last one, Richie.
Steve, sticking with Ace, I know he had his offensive struggles today, but after the game in the handshake line, it looked like he was holding his one wrist kind of gingerly to the point where he was using his other hand to give handshakes. Is everything okay with him?
I don't know anything about that, so I can't even. I mean, at this time of the year, everyone's banged up with something. So if he went down the whole team, his back, so. But I don't know anything about that. I didn't hear anything either.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Appreciate the
Thank
guys
you.
to stay for